This edition of MacVoices is sponsored by Casper, a better mattress for a better night's sleep. To find out more, try one for 100 days and get a $50 discount. Visit casper.com/MacVoices.
Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices at ShowStoppers in Las Vegas. We're here with Adam in the TarDisk booth talking about TarDisk Pear, a way to increase the storage of your MacBook. Adam, it's great to have you.
Cheers, Chuck. It's great to have you as well.
So tell us about TarDisk Pear.
So TarDisk Pear is the world's first plug-and-play hybrid drive. There's no other way to upgrade a MacBook that's been made since 2012. The parts in MacBooks today are actually soldered to the motherboard, so you end up with sort of a closed system. Now, TarDisk is a microchip that comes in a full aluminum enclosure that matches your MacBook sheen. So you stick it in, it sits completely flush with your MacBook, and actually doubles or triples the onboard storage in a matter of minutes. Pretty much, you stick it in, install it. We released our new version today, TarDisk Pear 2.0, which comes with cloud backup service. So every unit that ships out provides you with the ability to back up your whole hard drive to the cloud, such that in case anything goes wrong, hard drives do have the risk of failure. We have a complete insurance plan so that your data is 100% secure.
Okay, so cloud backup makes perfect sense.
Absolutely.
But how is this increasing my storage? Is it just a memory card that I'm sticking it in?
Great question, Chuck. So what actually happens is our software, TarDisk Pear, merges our flash memory with your internal SSD. So instead of sort of an external hard drive mounting to your desktop, what ends up in effect is one larger internal Macintosh hard drive. In effect, it's a fusion drive that's plug and play, a hybrid drive. So there's no need to manage file allocation. All of that is done automatically through logic. Slower files that are used more recently are moved over to the TarDisk and actually cached back onto the SSD. And as such, you actually don't lose any speed. Speed is maintained at the latency of your internal SSD.
Okay, so you're messing around with the file system, but you're not messing around with the file system. You're just reallocating where the files are.
Yeah, so we're actually not messing around with the file system at all. What we're doing is taking advantage of software that's actually built into macOS 10 and using it to our advantage, where pretty much we incorporate our flash memory within what's called the Macintosh hard drive. So instead of there being two separate drives, we incorporate them under one umbrella, and then they act together to work seamlessly and at the speed of your internal SSD.
Any problems with using something like FileVault that's built into the OS?
Great question. No. So the only stipulation is that you uninstall or you turn off FileVault before installing, but afterward you can turn it back on, and it works just as if you didn't have anything installed. So pretty much everything goes on as normal once installed. You can use your apps normally. You can do Time Machine, FileVault, cloud backup now, which we provide. Everything continues just as normal, except that you have double the onboard storage.
So you say double the onboard storage. That's assuming that you had 256 to start with.
Correct.
So let's say I have a MacBook Pro with 1 terabyte. Am I just still going to stack? I'm not going to stack another terabyte on.
Great question. Well, we wish we could do that, Chuck. We wish we could. Unfortunately, technology nowadays still limits us to 256 gigabytes at the largest is the largest we can fit in there. But that will triple the onboard storage of most baseline users who have 120 gigabytes. So that will triple their onboard storage. If you have 256 gigabytes, that will double it. And for example, if you have a terabyte, that will result in 1,256 gigabytes of storage, which is otherwise untenable. There's no way to actually have that in any other system. Any other MacBook, there's no way to do that. So yeah, it's actually a very interesting. It's a very interesting case. That's in fact what I have in my computer.
Yeah, well, that's I would kill for another 256 gigs. So it still is very much worth it.
Absolutely.
What kind of price points do we have here for this?
So we offer the 128 gigabyte version for $148. and we offer the 256 gigabyte version for $399.
That's very affordable considering what it is.
Absolutely.
And the fact that there aren't that many options.
Not only are there not that many options, but there's actually no other way to upgrade your hard drive on a MacBook. Made since 2012. There's no way.
Interesting. Availability on all this.
TarDisk Pear 2.0 was released this morning, and they're shipping out going forward from today.
Great.
So you can hop online, go to tardisk.com, TarDisk.com, and we have full stock and availability ready to go as of now.
Go get it, folks. Adam, thanks so much for the time.
Chuck. Thank you very much.
Folks, more from Showstoppers at CES. I'm Chuck Joyner. This is Mac Voices.
Visit MacVoices.com for links, show notes, to subscribe, to connect with Chuck on Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and the Mac Voices blog. Subscribe to our weekly newsletter, the Mac Voices Dispatch, to stay up to date on all the latest Mac Voices news from our front page or at macvoices.com/newsletter. Do more with your Apple tech by subscribing to the free Mac Voices magazine on Flipboard by visiting macvoices.com/magazine. Advertising and sponsorships handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.